ECG go crazy.
They little bit rocky, I'm ratchet. She running back for the day like an addict. I'm a big trapper, don't fuck with the plastic. But I got niggas with peace, they smacking. Look at my gang, you can tell we ain't average. We got the hoes on deck cause we have it. Triple G Wolfpack, you know that we trapping. You ain't got shooters, we know that you cap. Keep the chopper around, shy, don't play around. Real retarded, they gon' wet up a playground. Get a ducking when you in the case on how you trapping. You ain't even got 1 pound live.
It's a special guest, man. Special guest here. It's a special episode. Super Bowl week. So happy to have you guys to join us for Super Bowl week. But you know my host to the left, Raghi Diggums, here with me. And we got a special guest, man. We got a legend. We got a legend in the making, man. Kraig 305 to my right. What's goody, gang? What's goody, gang? Yo, happy to have you, dog. Happy to have you, dog. It's been a blessing. This is a guest slash cameraman slash entertainer slash whatever you want to call him. Whatever you want to call him, dog. How you feeling, bro?
I'm all right. I'm good.
Happy to have you with us, dog.
Appreciate you guys.
Dog, this is love. This is love, man. So, yo, we're gonna dive in. You know, it's a sports shit, sports stuff. It's what we do.
Ready, baby.
But yeah, man. Super Bowl week, man. I'm excited. I'm super excited. As we all know, this Sunday, Chiefs, Eagles. Where's it at? Arizona, right? Arizona, man. So, dude, so much stuff is gonna happen in this Super Bowl. There's so many storylines. What are you guys looking forward to when it comes to this football game?
I'm just looking for the head-to-head matchups, man. The offense versus the defense, really, bro. I know that's the game, but, like, you got two very high-powered offenses, bro, like, that are matching up. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring one.
I hope so. I'm hoping for a shootout. I hope it's, like, 45-50 type something, you know, like some high scores like that.
Yo, if it's 45-41 and it's a shootout, it's like nobody could lose in that situation.
No.
Not, in my opinion,
not
like
the viewers.
Not the viewers, and I think legacy-wise for Mahomes, he's locked in. If he can put up 41 points, they're not gonna point at him and say, "Oh, he's the reason they lost the game."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
it's gonna be like, "Oh, well, the other guy just had the ball last or something,"
Yeah.
you know. And if Jalen Hurts puts up 41 and has an amazing game, they're not gonna say, "Oh, Jalen Hurts, you folded." You know what I'm saying? You lost to Mahomes, but you put up 41 points. No, it's definitely going to be a defensive game. But what's the best unit out of the four units? So, obviously, you got KC offense, KC defense, or Philadelphia offense, or Philly defense. Who has the best unit so far in this Super Bowl?
Well, if we can single it down to just two already, because the best offense is Kansas City. And, and it's crazy because the only big name you still really have out there is Kelsey, but you also have Mahomes, who's definitely top two, if not the best quarterback in the league right now. So, and he's making do with what he has. Not to say that he has a bunch of scrubs, but it's not the same talent he had last year.
No, definitely not. What about you, Kraig? Kraig.
It's gonna be harder because I'm a big Mahomes fan, but I feel like the Eagles' offense is better. I'll give you the reasons why, right? Obviously, you can say that the run game is better. That's clear.
Okay.
But when they do sling it, I feel like Jalen Hurts slings it, and it's like 45-yard bombs, like things like that to all his receivers. So they have the ability to do it. They've just been running a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like it might be like a crazy little switch. Like, what about they come on the Super Bowl slinging?
Yeah.
And then they're prepared for the run game.
Yeah, that's true.
What is the Kansas City defense going to do?
I'll give you that for sure because Jalen Hurts just adds a new dimension to that whole entire offense because he can run and throw. He's a very underrated passer. He's not out here throwing for 300, 350 every game, but when he gets it going with his arm, he can get it going because you have to play on his defense against a guy like that, man, that can really take you in the air or on the ground.
Yeah, I think one thing about Jalen that has been so special is that RPO action, that run pass stuff, I mean, he's perfecting it. Like, Lamar runs that to a T because that's kind of what he does. Kyler Murray runs the RPO action a lot. But, Jalen Hurts has gotten the best run to throw option quarterback in the league because he's such a dual threat. But let me ask you guys, I mean, Jalen Hurts.
I think it's top. He's tied with Josh Allen right about now.
Okay.
With
as far as the RPO action, right?
Yeah.
What about Nick Sirianni? Like, has he done something?
Coach of the year right there, man.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's coach of the year, dude.
What has he done to like tap into Jalen Hurts? Like, I'm curious to know.
he's just giving him that confidence, man. Like he's a guy that he's a team guy. You know, he's not one of those Bill Belichick like dictator type of dudes. So I think that's a big part in their success because they're able to go out and play their own style of football and be successful at it.
And I get that, man. Nick Sirianni's done a great job. Yeah, he's done a great job, man. He's done a great job. Yo, to be real, who's got the most to gain from this Super Bowl win, bro? Who's got the most to gain? It could be a player, it could be a coach, it could be the fan base, it could be whoever who has the most to gain from a win?
Both of those teams are in a tough spot right now because Mahomes has the whole, this is going to be his third Super Bowl, and if he goes 1-2 in 3 Super Bowls, they're probably going to start questioning his legacy a little bit as far as like how great he really is.
I think it's Mahomes for sure.
He has the most to gain?
Yeah, the most to gain because
definitely.
But it sounds like you're saying he has the most to lose. That's what I'm hearing.
He does. Like, he has the most to lose and gain because if he wins this bowl, they're going to be like, they're not going to say he's officially the GOAT, but that's just one step closer to being named the GOAT because Brady would be the GOAT right now. He won 6 Super Bowls.
7.
Yeah, there you go. 7 Super Bowls. So Mahomes got a long way to go, but he definitely can't afford to lose a Super Bowl if he's trying to chase that guy.
What do you think?
Going 1-2 will be tough. So that's why I feel like
he can't overcome that. He can't overcome 1-2.
Of course, because he's young, and I feel like he could. But to start off right now, and the stuff they're gonna talk, it's gonna be a pain.
And honestly, I was gonna say Jalen Hurts, but he's a guy that was already doubted.
Yeah.
No one expected him to get this far. So him just being in the Super Bowl already is just like everyone has to eat their words.
Right.
Everyone has to because. He's definitely not been the reason why this team has had any bad games. That's for sure. Because he's consistently putting the team on his back. He's making the right throws, the right reads, knows when to run the ball, knows when to give it off. So he's doing what he has to do.
I think Jalen Hurts, I think he has a lot to gain from this. But to me, I think Andy Reid actually has the most to gain from a Super Bowl win. I think he can enter that echelon of you know what I'm saying, the Shanahans and
I think he's
Bill
kind of
Belichick.
already there if you ask me.
But he's got 1 Super Bowl, and he's gone to what 3 Super Bowls, right?
Kyle Shanahan has 0 Super Bowls, so.
No, but his dad's got 3, with the Broncos with John Elway. No, but I said the Shanahans, not Kyle Shanahan, but Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan got Super Bowl rings, and people would consider him maybe a better coach than Andy Reid. Maybe not, but some people can point to the rings, Well, Bill Belichick clearly is the people consider the number one. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he had Tom Brady. So how much credit does he get? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, no, it's I think Andy Reid has the most again. I think he can enter that Bill Belichick and all the other old coaches, Vince Lombardi and all these coaches that people respect and consider GOAT coaches in the NFL. I think Andy Reid can definitely gain a lot from that. And another thing, back to Jalen Hurts though, because you guys both mentioned Jalen Hurts as much as great as he is. Does he enter the top 5, or do you guys have him in your top 5 now? Because I don't. No. Right now, I don't. But if he wins a Super Bowl MVP, he's not top 5.
Oh, if he wins Super Bowl,
that's what I'm asking. If he wins Super Bowl and wins Super Bowl MVP,
I'll put him top 5 if he wins the bowl and if he has great numbers in the bowl and dominates, you have to.
Who do you say is top 5 then right now?
That was about to be my next question too.
Because I probably would include him. Reason why
he's a top 10 quarterback in my eyes for sure. I think solid top 10. There's no argument.
Right now, yeah. I wouldn't have him in my top 5 though. Yeah, I wouldn't.
You gotta put Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. The next 2 is just tough because after those 3, those are the most.
Those are the top
solid,
3. I would put Aaron Rodgers in there. I think Aaron Rodgers,
even though he missed the playoffs this year.
But clearly, some of that was on him. But clearly, the roster that surrounded Aaron Rodgers was not great.
That 5 spot, you could put Lamar.
That's what I say. If you're gonna put Lamar, I think he just passes him right now due to the offense that they have because of the fact that we just said that he can throw the ball. So he already is, I think, a little better than Lamar.
Okay.
Just this year because of the offense. Now when they got AJ Brown, that's why I feel like he's balling because.
So you got him in your top 5.
I would put him probably in
Jalen
top
Hurts.
5.
But right now, today,
without the
Lamar. It's huge
with this
man.
offense. Not saying like one-on-one,
No,
but this
for
offense,
sure. No, I
compared to
agree,
this
I agree.
offense,
This
in
scheme, the way it's working.
yeah,
like,
I think, and when they start to
Yeah.
pass it more, you're gonna really see. But I feel like he's a better passer already than Lamar.
Yeah, I think we'll see what's gonna happen with Lamar next year. But
yeah, no, that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah,
I don't want to tap
yeah,
into that.
Exactly.
I don't want to
So
tap
next
into
year
that.
He goes to a better team, then boom.
No, for sure,
You know
for
what
sure.
I'm
I don't even want to tap into that though, because that
That's-
Lamar shit is something else. That Lamar shit is something else. But back to Jalen Hurts, man. This is an intriguing story because, as you mentioned, I mean, completely doubted. I mean, he's been doubted his entire career. Went to Bama, got benched in the national title game. Got benched.
Uno.
You know what I'm saying? And
Shout
yeah,
out
and
to
it's not like he got benched for a scrub. Tua can play. He's not. He may not be
He's proven
all
that
world,
this year.
but he can play, man. If he can stay upright and not mess his freaking head up
Yeah.
with these concussions, he can play. So it's not that he lost his job to a scrub, but still, he lost his job nonetheless. Goes to Oklahoma, people doubted him. Look at what he did with Lincoln Riley. The story's history. He got drafted late by Philly. Philly didn't even want him.
Yeah.
Gets him to the playoffs last year, even though he loses to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But he got him to the wild card game
Yeah.
last year,
Yeah.
Try to show some improvement. I think Jalen Hurts, although I don't think he's top 5 right now, I think with the Super Bowl MVP, and what I think the key is how he plays.
Yeah.
He can't have another 15 for 25,
Yeah, I think if he
154.
plays it safe and is just dinking and dunking, which
Can't
is
do
not,
it,
it's
right?
not their offense, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
If that's what
regardless,
dictates
but-
them to win the game, all right,
Yeah.
cool. But
But if we're being honest, I think you're gonna see a very high offensive game from Philly because Kansas City's defense is very average, middle of the pack, bro.
Ooh.
They don't have a lights out defense. The way that,
their secondary
Philly does.
though, their secondary has been very opportunistic, bro. I'll just call it what it is. They're not great, but they got a lot of
Nah,
young
yeah.
guys in the
They've
secondary.
made some clutch plays,
and they've
in
made
the
some
playoffs,
timely stops.
They've
Timely
made,
stops.
stops when they need them.
I mean, you
Yeah.
picked Joe Burrow off twice, and people were ready to inherit Joe Burrow as the best quarterback in the world.
Yeah.
So, man, Dan Orlovsky, I'm coming for your job, bro. You're unbelievable.
Chill. Dan's cool, bro.
Dan's cool, man, but come on, man, you're better than Mahomes. This guy really separated the argument, and I'm sorry to take it here, guys, but it's Super Bowl week, so I have to take it here.
Yeah.
But he basically said Joe Burrow is a better quarterback, but Mahomes is a better player. Like he gives you things that nobody else could do.
Right.
He gives you those splash plays. He gives you the I'll run around for 15 yards and then throw it 40 yards deep. But he's saying the process of information, the going through your progressions, the throwing with anticipation, the playing within the system of a quarterback. He says Joe Burrow's better at that. What do you guys say?
I think so too.
What?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
No.
Like, you just said it yourself. To play within a system means not doing off-script plays.
So
not
Mahomes
having,
hasn't played in
you
the
know,
system this year without Tyreek Hill. It's not like he's been
bro,
riding
he
around
has, but
here.
I'm saying, you said it yourself. He's doing these flashy plays, scrambling for 15 yards, back and forth,
That's
throwing
rare.
40,
Those are
50
rarity
yards.
plays. He's not doing that a
With
lot.
Mahomes, that's not rare.
That's
Let's be honest.
It's
Every
rare.
game, even a bad game, he's gonna have 2 or 3 highlight throws that he's just like.
But
doing
with
something crazy
Tyreek,
back
those
there.
were 5 or 6.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're less
but
less
bro,
of those plays, but he's the only one that can
You
make those
lost
plays.
A top 3 receiver, brother. Like, yeah, you're not gonna have as many great plays, bro, but you still have the best tight end in the whole game.
But you can't say that I'm a better player and then I'm not a better quarterback than this guy. How does that make sense?
But you're saying, like, as far as playing within the system, when you see Joe Burrow play, he rarely does anything off script. He's going through his progressions, going through his reads, and he's gonna find somebody to throw that ball to.
I agree.
He's not having to do this and that, like trying to run and scramble in the pocket. That's all. That to me, that's what I get from that quote.
I think both of those
That's
things.
what I get from that.
I think being able to make the splash plays, the wild plays, and running outside the pocket. I think that also entails being a quarterback too. That's part of the quarterback position. And Joe Burrow doesn't do that well
That's
enough.
what I was about to say. I just feel like the quarterback position has evolved into that. Like now, the running
I'm
is
not-
part of being a great quarterback.
Right.
I'm not
Just like the
saying
three-point
that.
shot in the NBA, you can shoot it from anywhere
Yeah.
now. People shoot it from half court now, and they
Right.
hit it. So like, quarterback has evolved to that. So like, if you want to say best quarterback, no way you could think. I don't think Burrow is better than Mahomes.
Correct.
By the way, I'm not saying that Burrow is a better quarterback. He just stated a quote, and I'm telling you what I got from him.
But that's what Dan Orlovsky said. That's what he said. That's what Dan is saying. He's saying Mahomes is a better player. He's a better football player.
Burrow's a better system player, bro.
But he's saying Burrow's a better quarterback, that he processes information better, that he goes through his progressions better, that he throws with the anticipation better. I don't consider those things.
Bro,
I don't think Burrow's better.
Plays have nothing to do with anticipation.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Opposite of that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what Dan's saying is Burrow is better at Mahomes at doing those things, which he's saying are quarterback things, not football player things. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're right, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. What you're saying is exactly what I'm saying in a different form. He's saying Joe Burrow is better at those things than Patrick Mahomes is, and I completely disagree with that.
I think
he's not.
He should say that he's a better pocket passer. You want to
if he's trying to say that, he plays better from the pocket than Mahomes.
Kind of what he said.
I guess that's what he's trying to say. Maybe you know.
And you know what? I think Burrow is more accurate than Mahomes. I think we could say that. I think he's more accurate than Mahomes. But to say he goes through his progressions faster or he processes information faster, Mahomes hasn't shown that he processes information worse or he can't go through his progressions any better or worse than Joe Burrow. At least not to me, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Mahomes getting here without Tyreek Hill, even though he does have the best tight end in football, you know what I'm saying? It's not that, Kelsey is this world beater giving you 50-yard plays down the field. Although he's steady.
Hey,
come on, man.
He can though.
He can
easily break a little 15-yard, curl route. You bring that.
He can. I'm not gonna take that from him.
He's sneaky athletic, bro.
Yeah.
He has very deceptive speed as well, bro. You see just a big guy running down the field. You're like, he's kind of fast. He's not. He got a little bit of something on him, and they think they can keep up with him, bro. That's not true. A guy that you want to play with. It's not a guy you want to let run down the seam or come across your secondary. Because guess what? Once he gets rolling, he's not stopping. And he's not a softy either. Like, he's going to catch the ball, and he's going to run into you. He's not some guy that's going to lay down.
That's true. I agree. He's not a guy that's going to lay down. He's not a guy that's going to fold. He's going to play through contact. He's the best tight end in football. It's clear as day. Man, I'm super excited for the Super Bowl, bro. This is about to be epic shit. I'm telling you, it's about to be epic.
Both offenses have weapons galore, man.
Yeah, man. I think the running game for Kansas City as well is going to be key with Isaiah Pacheco, and he's going to be able to make plays out there.
That guy, and I like him. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I like that guy because I scouted him before the draft and everything, bro. That defensive front for the Eagles is not something to play with, brother.
I saw a stat today.
And their secondary, let's not even go there, bro.
Yeah, their secondary is lockup. Their secondary is lockup. But I saw a stat today that the Eagles led the league in 4-man rush sacks. So that means no extra man coming. You got 7 back there. You're only rushing with your front 4. They got 69 sacks, only rushing with 4 guys.
Graham's had a resurgence.
It's huge. And Fletcher Cox is still reliable, man. Just having that presence right there in the middle, that veteran presence is huge for them. So it comes down to this, guys. I have to ask you guys your predictions before we close the segment out. So, Super Bowl predictions. I'll give you guys just the spreads before you guys give me your prediction here. So the Eagles, it's a pick'em though. Matchup predictor, according to ESPN, has them as a 50-50 split. This is a pick'em game, but in betting sense, we're gonna go Eagles minus 1.5. They're giving Kansas City 1.5 points here. Who you got? Over under at 50.5. My bad. Over under at 50.5. Just so you know. I think
that over is gonna hit.
Yeah. The over is gonna hit. Over's gonna hit.
If it's gonna stay like that throughout the weekend,
it's gonna be a 35-31 ball game.
Yeah, I'm thinking both teams are gonna score close to 30, if not 30 plus.
I agree as well.
So I'm definitely gonna take the over on that, and I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if it's a hot take or what, but I'm gonna take the Eagles, bro. I'm gonna take the Eagles.
I like it.
I'm gonna take
the Eagles. That funny, dog. Hey, you're funny, bro. You're funny. I hope you're not doing this shit for the camera, dog.
All right, well,
because you're not that type. You're not that type. You're not that type.
I'm not doing it for the camera.
Yo, Kraig.
I'm gonna be honest.
Kraig, vibe. Don't tell me what I think you're gonna tell me.
My second favorite team, besides the Dolphins, my favorite team. My second favorite team is the 49ers.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be honest. I was really excited. Like, I wanted this to happen. I wanted the Eagles to go. I thought they were the 2 best teams, and I didn't want to see the 49ers with this team against Mahomes. Like, I would have rather them full force. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did want the Eagles, but low key, I love Mahomes, but I'm taking the Eagles. I'm
Oh
taking
my
the Eagles
God.
because the first defense wins championships, and I
Yeah.
think the defense is way better
Mm-hmm.
than the
Can-
Eagles.
can
I
we
hope, and
get
then
a-
Kansas City.
Can we get a quick check on something? What has Mahomes been in his last 2 Super Bowls? Has he been underdogs in both, or
He was underdog in the last one.
against Brady? And
Yeah.
they were the favorite against.
But
the
it's
Niners?
because his O-line was trash. They knew his O-line was
Yeah,
trash
yeah.
going in. So I think they gave, I don't know what the spread was.
I don't
but
think it was more than 3 points.
it couldn't have
Like,
not
it
been.
wasn't more than that.
Because they had Tyreek, and what they did in the regular season. Remember
Yeah.
that regular season? That was that was when Mahomes had 300 yards in the first half, and Tyreek had 200 yards in the first
I
half.
remember
They
that.
blew
I
him out. It was
remember that.
35
Yeah.
zip in the first half. They killed them. And then that was the year Brady, came back and won the Super Bowl. You guys are both insane.
Yeah.
You guys are both my guys, but I'm not betting against the best quarterback in the NFL and the best coach in the NFL. Those are literally the 2 most important parts of a football team. And
I hear you, boss.
I'm gonna put my trust in Old Reliable, and I'm gonna go Mahomes. I'm going 37-34 Mahomes. And Mahomes has a game.
They do have a good kicker, man. They can make that happen. Harrison Butker.
I agree. I
Guy's
agree.
a stud.
I agree. Harrison Butker is a stud. Kyrie Irving. So the NBA trade deadline goes on this Thursday coming up, but as we all know, this man's been traded to the Dallas Mavericks to pair with Luka Doncic. Bro, is it gonna work? That's the real question. Is it gonna work, and for how long? That's gonna be the key. I know that's the big question here. If you're Mark Cuban, do you make this trade? Why do you pull the trigger on this?
I don't know, bro. like I get it, I guess. But, like, you're making your team better, but I really don't get like why he would go so hard for Kyrie. Like, they're not one piece away from winning the chip. Like, I don't know, because I just don't see Kyrie re-signing with them next year either. So I just don't get the move by them, bro. And if the rumors are true about the whole, they didn't want to trade him to the Lakers because that's where he wanted to go, then that's even crazier, because I don't think the Nets really got back much of anything. Like, it's just a weird trade both ways. I don't get it.
I don't agree with a word you just said.
Man, that's fine, and you're not going to, because we all know that you're a Kyrie super fan, bro. So
All right, yeah, but come on, fool. Hey,
Being
that
the
may be my.
Mark
I'm being objective here though. Like,
no,
come
you're
on.
not.
You see
At
this?
all. At all whatsoever.
It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I say.
I feel like being
Well-
in Mark Cuban's spot, like, what do you have to lose, honestly? You're going to get ticket sales.
The-
Everything's
Ask
gonna go.
him.
The playoffs.
The playoffs, maybe, but, like, you're getting a
Bro,
ball.
that's
here.
gonna be a great offensive show, but that's all it's gonna be.
Yeah.
None of them play defense. Bro, what are you gonna do when it's the playoffs and you got it's different, bro. When you play in the playoffs, it's different.
I think they'll take the L for sure, but, like, at least he gets ticket sales and everything, and it's just, honestly, you
No,
take the
Mark
what if.
Cuban's
What about if he
smart
does sign?
for it,
It's
but
super smart, yeah.
I don't know if long term that's a good
Long
deal
term,
for
no.
the Mavs.
Probably not. I don't think he's going to stay there neither.
Bro,
Like,
I don't
he's
think
gonna
that
go-
Kyrie wants to stay. If they don't hit at least the Western Conference Finals, he's probably not gonna want to be there, bro.
I don't think he would want to stay from the point that you told me.
What did I say?
Off scenes.
What did I say? What did I
You were
say?
Like, if he doesn't stay, Brooklyn has to pay for that contract, or that point that you were saying. What was the money terms?
Yeah. So basically, in essence, Kyrie Irving needs to re-sign with the Dallas Mavericks to be able to have Brooklyn not pay the $36 million he's owed this year. If Kyrie leaves after this year, then Brooklyn has to pay that $36 million.
You don't
Brooklyn's
think he
gonna-
would
for sure he's gonna
do
leave.
that, be spiteful?
Exactly.
I think that's
After getting
totally
the
in his
Lakers, he
wheelhouse
wants
to
to go
do
to the
something
Lakers.
like that.
He's
Like,
gonna do it. I know he's gonna do it. So unless they
I can
ball,
see him doing that for
he
sure.
doesn't resign unless they
Like-
ball. Like, that's the only way.
and he
I see
doesn't
him
want to
resigning.
be there, bro. Let's be real. He didn't think that the Mavs were gonna get him. Like, Come on, let's be real.
Well, clearly, we all saw the article that Joe Tsai basically said he didn't want to trade him to the Lakers. That's just out there.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not trading him to the Lakers, and I'm going to do whatever I can to not put him on the Lakers. And that's where he wanted to go, of course, to play with LeBron James and play with Anthony Davis and try to win a championship.
Blow back on him because no big free agent's going to want to go there, bro. KD doesn't even want to be there.
But it wasn't up to Kyrie. Kyrie wanted to go, but Joe Tsai's the one that has to go.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's going to blow back on Joe Tsai. Like, when you're petty like that, bro, in business, it's gonna bite you in the ass, man.
I'm just saying, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are about to be crazy together right now, and
for the rest of the season, yeah.
Yeah, I think they have a real shot to contend and make the NBA Finals. I don't know if they'll win because
I don't think they would win. If they somehow made it, they're gonna lose to whoever comes out the East.
I think they'll probably lose, especially if it's Boston or Milwaukee.
Yeah,
I think
man.
Boston and Milwaukee will definitely handle them because they don't play enough defense, and in the finals,
they
man.
Don't play complete
If you have to deal with Giannis or deal with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, yeah, man, that's too much. You're not gonna be able to outscore those guys because those guys get stops consistently. But and let's just say, in a different world, like Philly makes it, they got a real good shot at beating Philly in the NBA Finals. If they were to see them, if they were to see the Miami Heat, if they were to see the Cleveland Cavaliers, like I know those are lesser
even
teams.
If they see the Heat, that's still a tough matchup.
Yeah, it is.
Not
It is.
no walk in the park. Like
No,
I'm
not saying it is.
Like,
and we have history. We have a history.
We do.
Yeah,
We do.
already, so.
But chill,
Time.
nigga. But obviously, it's obvious that they would be the favorite in that matchup between us.
You think so?
Us and Dallas,
you
yeah.
Think that Dallas would be the favorite against the Heat in 7 games.
Yes.
I don't.
They have the
I'm
two
not
best
even
players.
being- I'm not
They
even
have the
being
two
a
best
homer
players.
right now. But after that, what do you have? Like Christian
I
Wood
feel
is
that,
not
bro.
matching up with Bam, bro. Bam is sunning Christian Wood all day. Let's not even. I'm not even gonna touch that. And then playoff Jimmy is just, bro. That's LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kobe put in one, bro.
Whoa.
Playoff Jimmy is insane, bro.
You just
Jimmy
said
is
Michael Jordan,
insane.
Kobe? Can't put
Bro,
him in that same
play-
class, dog. No, dog. No.
Playoff Jimmy is.
If you get to
is
another
something
finals, maybe
different,
you could.
bro. Playoff Jimmy
No.
is something
You wouldn't
different.
say
You guys, are we?
Not like greatest player of all time, but top 5 guards.
No. Jimmy, are we talking about this?
I said playoff Jimmy, bro.
I know, I understand that.
Jimmy's father.
I'm saying he could play. He could play great. No, I'm not hating on the Heat, dog. That's my team. I want them to succeed all day.
Bro.
But Jimmy Butler is not better than Kyrie, and he's definitely not better than Luka Doncic. I'm just letting you know that right now. They wouldn't have the 2 best players, and that's our best player.
Bro.
Even though I think Bam should be our best player. He's
I
playing.
think Jimmy Butler is better.
Then who?
Especially in the playoffs, bro.
Then who?
Than Kyrie.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say Luka, but he's better than Kyrie, bro. Who are you gonna depend on?
Who got a chip?
He played with LeBron James.
I knew that was coming.
What are you talking about, bro?
I knew that was coming. That's not guaranteed.
What?
That's not a guaranteed ring. That's not
guaranteed going to the finals.
not a guaranteed
sure.
ring. That's not a guaranteed
For
ring.
sure.
That's not a guaranteed ring. That's what I'm
Come
saying.
on, bro.
You don't get banners for going to the finals. You get banners for winning those things. You know what I'm saying?
And they had Kevin Love.
And he averaged 27 in that series. It definitely matters.
ball.
It definitely matters
And
because
was
of
LeBron
what he
the
did.
best player on both
Of
teams
course,
in
he's
that
supposed to
series?
be. He's top 3 all time. If he wasn't, then he would have folded in
Okay,
that.
but you just said he played with a top 3 all-time player. Come on,
That's
bro.
a 50-50
Come
chip.
on, bro.
But I give Kyrie 50%
I'm not
of
gonna
that.
say he didn't put in his work.
I give
for
him
that chip,
50%
but,
of that credit for that
Bro,
chip,
like,
and LeBron
He did.
50%.
I think
James,
LeBron,
man.
honestly, like I'll be honest with you,
LeBron James.
I really thought that like they won that championship also because of him. Like he put in a lot.
No, I
Kyrie did
think
put in a
everyone on the
lot.
Cavs really, bro, because you're not winning that series without a full team effort, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Kyrie and Braun put the team on their back, but they had good games from bro. Tristan Thompson that's why I got that bag in the offseason because he had a great finals, bro.
Yeah,
like
for
he
sure.
was great on the glass,
Kevin
bro.
Love still balled too.
Yeah,
it was a good
and
all around effort. For
It
sure.
was great, bro. Because any of those people we just named, if they have an off night in any one of those games, it's going the other way, bro. Because that Golden State team was just dominant, bro. Like,
Oh my
like
God.
every phase of the game, bro. Really.
I'm gonna choke. Like, I really feel like we didn't watch the same thing. I think we had different TVs. I think you guys didn't see what I saw.
Is basketball not a team sport?
Yeah, but
Come
but
on, bro.
this is counter going against your argument. Like,
how?
Because LeBron was the best player because the amount of work he was doing. Like, the only person that showed up for him was Kyrie. Like, the other players showed up in spurts. They weren't consistent, though. That's why they were down 3-1 through 4 games. They weren't well. But of course it's a team sport. But I'm trying to tell you, it was 50-50, dog.
Listen,
like the other players did their thing, but
51 on.
I'm talking about the year that they won.
Warriors,
We talking about that
year.
year.
Lost the game, so it's a team sport.
We're not talking about that though. We're talking about
tries to at least shoot instead of just holding the ball.
We're not talking about that though. We're talking about something else. Of course, it's a team sport. I didn't say LeBron gets 100% of the credit. I said he gets 50% of the credit. Like, if we're being honest, like the other players played their role, but Kevin Love probably averaged 12 points in that series. I don't even have to look it up. He probably averaged 12 and 11 or something like that. 12 and 9.
That's a double-double.
No, it's solid. That's his role. But Kevin Love in Minnesota was averaging 25 and 13 or something. And Chris Bosh averaged like 15 and 5 or 15 and 7 against San Antonio. And he was playing the same role that Kevin Love played when they won.
Arguably the best power forward / center ever.
And he got better numbers than Kevin Love did against fucking Draymond Green. So come on, dog. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Bron had to do more with Cleveland than he had to do with Miami. Miami was a structured team. D-Wade was there. He had structure here. And Cleveland, that was his ship. He had to run that. And so he gets 50% of that. Like, Ty Lue did his thing. The role players barely gave contributions, but Kyrie and LeBron took over that series, bro. They split the credit for that, bro. That's a split ring in terms of credit given. Yeah. And that's how I see it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, all in all, where do you guys see Kyrie and the Mavs at the end of the year? What's your prediction on that?
Getting bumped in the playoffs.
At some point, getting bumped. I don't think they'll go all the way.
Are you serious?
I think they can go far, but
they could possibly have a meltdown. We haven't even seen them play one game
really
yet. This could be terrible, bro.
The West has been.
It could be great, but it could also be terrible. Like, bro, the Kings are the number 3 seed in the West right now. Who even seen that coming, bro? Like, there's no guarantee that. Yeah, like, there's no guarantee that this even remotely works.
Garbage again. Like, I don't
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, though. Like, how can y'all not tell me the Mavs don't have a solid shot?
To get far in the West, but then I feel like when they get to the East.
Because the West is wide open.
I don't trust them against a team like the Nuggets, bro. Or a team like the Grizzlies. I don't.
Yo, so I heard the Super Bowl is basically a pick'em. Like, I think I mentioned earlier that the Super Bowl is at -1.5.
Yeah.
But we trying to make you guys some money. So we're going to go through some prize picks. Shout out prize picks, man. I know a lot of people using prize picks, man. So we're going to try to make you guys some money on Super Bowl Sunday. Hopefully these lines don't change. But if they do, just be aware of them. So we already gave our Super Bowl predictions for the win. Yeah. I mean, we're seeing a high scoring game. So I'm thinking a lot of overs. That's what I'm predicting so far. But you never know. You never know. Obviously, check your team lines as well. See what your teams are doing in terms of if the line spread changes right now. Like I said, it's Eagles -1.5. So we're going to see what happens with that. But yo, on prize picks, they got Mahomes with a special -0.5 yard. So obviously he's going to hit half a yard. Yeah. But his regular line is at 285. So I don't know what's going to happen there. 285, what do you guys think?
I think to win, he's going to have to go over that.
Yeah, to win, he has to go over, but
will he get it? I don't know.
I don't think he hits over 285. I think he hits under. I think he might come close to that number, but I think it's that defense is just too good, bro. They're going to have to find different conventional ways to get the ball out and to score.
The run game has to step up for sure.
No, the run game is going to have to be on point. So, bro, yeah, I don't know. I don't see him going over 285, but it's Mahomes. But me personally, I don't see it. I'll take the under on that.
I'll take the under as well. I think he's going to go under 285. I think it's pretty predictable, but I think that Eagles defense is nice, man. And they're going to get pressure on him. He's going to have to make quick decisions. Yeah. He's not going to have time to just have a 7-step drop back and just fling it. He's not going to have the opportunities to do, or he's not going to have a lot of opportunities to do that. I think he's going to have to get rid of the ball quickly. He'll throw for like 250, 260, and hopefully have a clean game, no picks. But, I mean, I think he's going to go under 285. So Jalen Hurts, 238 and a half. That's his over-under. Yeah, passing yards.
That one's tough.
That's tough, man, because how good is that shoulder? You know?
Well, that and he's gonna run the ball. Like, are they gonna be able to stop him on the ground for him to have to throw for that many yards? That's the thing.
Dog, if we check his rushing, then I'm sure it'll kind of it'll make more
Balance
sense.
it out,
yeah. Like his
I
over-under.
for Hurts is better for total yards. Honestly, at this point,
If you can find the total yards for Hurts, it'd be better.
If you can find his total yards, I'd probably take the over depending on the number.
Yo,
But
46 and a half though. 46 and a half rushing yards.
That's
a high number.
That's a high number for a quarterback, but I see it being doable, bro. Like,
For sure. I think so.
Bro,
You really see that?
KC defense is not like anything
He can
to
get
brag
like
about, brother.
Like nothing.
Yeah, he can easily get a 10-yard run 2 or 3 times.
I don't know if Sirianni's gonna risk it that much and allow him to
Risk
really.
it's the bowl. What do you mean?
Yeah, if he's having the shoulder
I'm saying-
issues, he might have to run more.
He might have to run more.
But that
than
also,
slide.
yeah. If he can't get out of harm's way, you're putting the ball in harm's way with your quarterback out there like that. There's a bigger chance to turn the ball over.
Bro, I guess.
It's the last game. You're gonna exhaust every option. You're gonna go all out.
I hear you. I mean, 46 and a half in terms of the betting, I'm going under on that. I don't think he's going to hit 46 and a half, man. I mean, he might have some timely runs, but I trust the 238. I trust the 238. He's going to go over 238.
Passing?
Yeah. I think KC pass defense is worse than their run defense. I think they know they have to stop the run because Jalen Hurts and that Philadelphia Eagles team is the best run offense we have in the league. They know that's the thing they need to concentrate on. And if Jalen Hurts beats him through the air, it shows that he's really that dude, right?
I honestly
He's really that dude.
That, the Eagles' rush attack is very underrated because everyone looks at Jalen Hurts, but Miles Sanders has had a career year.
Yeah.
11 touchdowns on the ground, over 1,000 yards. He's had a great season.
He has. Miles Sanders is
great
something.
season.
I was
No
not
one did.
expecting that at all.
I had him on fantasy this year, so I'm a little bit biased, but he's had a great season.
Yeah. No, he definitely has. I trust what Miles Sanders brings to the table. He's consistent. He's been consistent all year. And with Jalen Hurts, they have the rapport, man. And running that RPO shit like we talked about earlier, that requires a lot of trust with your running back. You know, you got to know he's not pulling it all the way and he's keeping it, or he's really letting it go and letting his running back take that hole and blast through that hole. So, hey, man, 238. I'm taking the over on his passing yards. I'm taking the under on his rushing yards. Other people's rushing yards here. We got Miles Sanders, as we were speaking about, 60 and a half. I'm going over on that. I think he'll hit the over 60.
I think he'll hit the over.
I think he'll hit the over at 60.
Yeah. I think he might get a couple big runs in the first half, and then Kansas City's going to have to focus on the run possibly.
You think so?
I think that if the easiest way to beat Kansas City, if I'm the Eagles, I'm running the ball down their throat until they force me to pass.
Oh, yeah, I agree. 1,000%. What do you think? You think they're supposed to run the ball, or
I
you
would
think
stick with your game plan, but I honestly have like a gut feeling that you're gonna see the Eagles pass game in the Super Bowl.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I have a feeling
That
because they're gonna focus on the run. So
And the thing is, they have studs at the receiver position.
Exactly,
It's not like they have an average receiving core and their running game is what makes them move.
Yeah.
They're very balanced on the offense. And they technically have the number 1 ranked offensive line in the whole league. So
I like it. No,
Yeah.
it's interesting in betting terms. Obviously, you want to make sure the guy gets his numbers, but how he does it in the flow of the game also matters, because if he's not getting many carries, you're gonna need him to explode on one of these runs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's an interesting point you made, because you're saying that Jalen Hurts' passing game. He's saying the passing game is what's gonna come out, is what's gonna show maybe another dimension that people knew that he had. But they're the best running team, so they're going to try to stop the run. If A.J. Brown's getting one-on-ones and Jalen Hurts is not connecting on those one-on-ones, it's going to make the game a lot different. So over 60, I got him going over 60. I think KC's run defense is not going to really hold down. Isaiah Pacheco's at 48.5. I'm going under that.
yeah, I think I'm going to take the under on that as well.
What you got, Kraig?
You know, if you want to go betting wise, maybe I will go under, but I think that Kansas City, for them to win the Super Bowl, they're gonna have to have the run game better. If they don't have 50 yards from Isaiah Pacheco, like I don't think they're gonna win then. I don't think they'll win.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough,
And
man.
Edwards-Helaire is out,
Or at least
right?
in total, but yeah, from just one player.
You got Jared McKinnon, but he's not on Prize Picks. So if you can find him, find his total yards, man, or find his rushing yards, take that. We got receiving yards here. They got a special here with Travis Kelce and Dallas Goedert at a line at 129.5. 129.5. I think Kelsey's gonna get him.
Goddard and Kelce.
Yeah.
The
Combined 129 receiving yards, definitely.
That's
Kelsey's gonna have like a buck.
It's
Kelsey's gonna have a
almost
buck
sus.
15.
It's almost sus that they have that line because, like you said, Kelsey could easily go for a buck on his own.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm
Easily.
saying.
He can go for 129 by himself.
All it takes is Goddard to have a couple catches and that's
Yeah,
it.
like, what?
He hits
He always
it.
gets a few there.
Yeah, bro.
He does. I think the Isaiah Pacheco one is one to hit for you guys if you guys take it now. He's at 14.5 receiving
Whatever
yards.
Kelsey's over is, I'm taking that, honestly.
Yeah. Kelsey's over by himself is at 77.5. But I was saying Isaiah Pacheco's though, man, because he's a great catch out the backfield.
Bro, even when Kelsey went against the Bucks defense that had great linebackers, he had 100 yards.
Yeah.
Like,
Even though they got blown out that game, but still, you know, he still did his
I'm
thing.
taking
Yeah.
Kelsey
Take
over.
Kelsey. Because even if they're getting blown out, he's going to get all the targets.
Yeah, like
He's going to get all the targets, and they're going to throw
when
it
comes
until
to
they can't
crunch
throw it
time,
anymore.
Mahomes is throwing it, dumping it off to Kelsey.
He's throwing it, dumping it off to Kelsey all the time. I got Isaiah Pacheco over as well, 14.5 yards. Devontae Smith, X factor in the Super Bowl, man. He's gonna make a big play. I just see it. I know it. I don't have them winning as we went over earlier, but I know he's gonna make a huge play. He's gonna have a great Super Bowl. His over under is at 16.5 receiving yards. I'm taking the over on that.
Yeah, I like the over on that too.
You like that?
What's the
60 and a half.
16?
It's
60.
Oh, 60?
Devonta
Yeah,
Smith.
I think he gets 100 yards.
I think. Yeah. Oh, you think he gets 100 yards?
I'll say 100.
I
think, like
yards,
Craig
one
said,
touchdown.
Hey, for real? Hey, I respect that.
like Craig said, I think the passing just might show up for the. I think, like I said, this is gonna be a very high scoring game. I think it'll be a very high scoring game. I think not everyone's overs are gonna hit, but I think a lot of overs are gonna hit.
You guys are loony.
You
You guys are loony. Like, I know a lot of overs are gonna hit, and I like the Devontae Smith over 60. I don't know if he's gonna 100 and a touch.
Wait, what's AJ Brown looking like?
AJ Brown here? We got here 69.5. AJ Brown.
That's a tough one too, but
Dude,
he can
that's
probably hit that.
another. They have some low lines this year. I feel like it's suspect almost, bro. Like,
69.5. I mean, if Jalen Hurts is throwing for 238, he's got to get 69.5.
Bro,
Yeah, man.
Smith
And
and
it
Brown
had to be
could
Brown this
easily both go for 100.
Yeah.
There's times that he
bro.
would get bombs 30, 40 yards from
Yeah,
the
sure.
bro.
Like,
Especially early in the year, they were killing, man.
Yeah.
They were throwing that thing, slinging that shit. They were slinging that shit early in the year, man. So
that offense was looking so bad because bad like in a good way, like
Yeah.
amazing because of that threat. They
Yeah.
can still throw it.
but it's just the Jalen Hurts shoulder, man. That's gonna be as big as the Mahomes ankle, you want to call it. The Jalen Hurts shoulder injury is gonna be a huge storyline, man. Can he sling it?
Yeah.
He had a wide open AJ Brown in that NFC
He's
title
had-
game, overthrew him
he's
when he
had
when he
2
beat
weeks.
when he beat
Let's
what's his name, Ward.
Yeah.
When AJ Brown beat Ward on that little slant go shit, man. He beat him, and Jalen Hurts missed him, man. So, hey, I hope Jalen Hurts is healthy as he can be for a Super
I
Bowl.
mean, they're
game,
both
but-
going in kind of banged up, right?
Yeah.
Mahomes had that high ankle sprain. He got a little bit going on with the shoulder. Let's see who's going to pull it out. Let's see who's going to be tough.
Yeah, definitely.
And push their team for the dub.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more. We're going to go through the rest of the lines real quickly, man, trying to make you guys some money, obviously, on Super Bowl Sunday. So, Prize Picks has here Jalen Hurts, 1.5 passing touchdowns over under.
Over.
I'm going to go over as well. I think he'll have 2 touchdowns. Mahomes is at 2 touchdowns.
Over.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another over.
Okay, so he's got to score 3. He's got to have 3 passing touchdowns to hit the over.
Hey,
Yeah.
I see Kelsey 2+ touchdowns.
I think that's a push. I think it's a push. I think he'll hit 2, but I don't think he'll go over the 2. I'm not sure if Mahomes will go over the 2.
You don't think Mahomes? How's he gonna win the Super Bowl? If he doesn't go over
Yo,
2?
I think
gonna-
I
they
think they'll
have
have
to
a
be
rushing
able to-
touchdown. I think they'll have a couple rushing
A
touchdowns,
couple.
or Mahomes will have one as well. And they might need a defensive score here. They need something. They need something. I don't think Mahomes gonna have 3, 4, 5 touchdowns and they win that way. I mean, can he do it? Obviously, yeah. But I think the shootout comes in a different way. I think it comes in a different form in the Super Bowl. And then they have plus 3.5 or 3.5 combined passing touchdowns.
Between Mahomes and Hurts.
I'm going over on everything.
I'll be real. I'm just leaning over
Don't
for
take my
everything.
advice. I'm gonna.
I'll take the over on that one Because I think they'll combine for
money
4.
on this Sunday's game, and I just like the over for a lot of lines. I'm gonna be real.
That's tough, man. I mean,
I think a lot of money's gonna be going the opposite way because of how obvious some of these lines are.
yeah, that I can agree with. Like,
Yeah.
just seeing the way the lines are projected, they got them at a real low scoring rate when
Yeah.
we're predicting a high scoring affair. So obviously, like, it kind of counteracts what we think is gonna happen. But hey, man, Mahomes is special. Jalen Hurts is special. I think it's gonna be a good Super Bowl, high scoring Super Bowl. So I think most of these lines are really gonna go over as well. But the passing touchdowns, I don't agree with the over 2 on that. I can't see.
Mahomes?
Yeah, for Mahomes. I don't know. I think he'll have 2. He'll have 2. I don't know if he'll throw over.
I don't think at least.
The thing is,
least
even in the
good.
red zone, bro, even when it's 3 yards away, they're throwing the ball. They're not rushing. Like,
They're doing the little pitch stuff.
Yeah,
They're doing the little crazy.
Exactly. I see a little shovel pass here
Yeah.
and there, bro.
Kelsey or
Like,
something,
that's
yeah.
an easy passing touchdown. It feels like a rushing touchdown, but it's a passing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So it's
And I would
easy.
count that as a pass too. Obviously, just an inch pass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though, man. It's gonna be a great game. I hope you guys pay attention to the segment, man, because we just made you guys a lot of fucking money, man. But yo, it's the last segment. We're gonna go into our rapid fire questions, man. So, yo,
ready,
man,
Kraig?
hey,
Ready.
one response to whatever it is I say, man. 1 word answers. Don't fuck around, man, because I know how you guys are.
Myron, is we each getting a turn, or we just have like?
What'd you say?
We're each getting a turn to say.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying.
No, I'm saying
anything.
like me and
Yeah, you of course you each get a turn,
Okay.
man. You each get a turn.
Say less of that.
I wouldn't be rude. That'd be rude.
You trying to
That'd be
identify
rude
the
of me.
rules.
Yeah, man. We gotta identify the rules, man. Rapid fire questions. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. But yo, Super Bowl winner,
I think we know that already. We both said Eagles.
Super Bowl MVP.
AJ Brown.
I like that. I won't go with Jalen Hurts, but I like that.
Okay, most anticipated rap album to drop in 2023.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know who's dropping this year.
Yeah, I'll say Lil
J-
Wayne. Lil Wayne's.
Lil Wayne?
I'm not. He is supposed to drop.
Lil Wayne drops.
You gotta give me an
something?
answer though. You gotta give me an
Let's
answer.
see.
Anybody.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know anyone dropping this year. The year just started too, so I don't know.
Yeah, the year just started, but you don't got
Yeah.
anybody for me.
No, I guess just I'll be waiting for any Moneybag or ESTG to come out.
Okay, I hear that.
Whenever they're dropping.
Will LeBron ever win another ring?
If he comes to the Heat. Come to Miami, Bron.
I think I mean, this is supposed to be rapid fire, but there has to be some elaboration.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Bruh, like, this is tough. How can we even say that? Like,
These niggas don't care what I have to say.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I can't even answer that.
Will LeBron ever win another
I'll
ring?
say yes. I'll say yes just because I want him to. I'm gonna say yes.
Come to the Heat. Not in the Lakers. Come to the Heat.
Will Luka and Kyrie ever win a ring together?
No, easy.
Yeah, no. I don't think they're past the season together.
Yeah, no.
Does
No.
Kevin Durant win another championship?
No. Not with his
Come to the
project.
Heat. Kevin, you
Not
come
with his
here,
perspective
too.
or projected trajectory. I don't think so. No.
You guys don't care what I have to say, apparently. The rules of the game that I say don't mean a damn thing.
I just
Miami
said
Heat.
no.
Miami
I
Heat.
said no.
Miami. If you want to say one word, Miami.
No, I don't think he's gonna win one. Period.
You guys are insane. Favorite movie that's gonna drop this year?
Bad Boys 4.
I respect it though. I respect it.
Uh,
Give me one, dog.
yeah. There's some.
Bad Boys
Okay.
4
There's some,
live, baby.
there's some heaters coming out. There's some
I'm not
heaters
gonna
coming
lie,
out.
I'm kind of biased right now, but I really want to see Ant-Man, bro.
Okay.
I really want to see Ant-Man.
Nah,
That's
it's
gonna
gonna be
take
fire.
off some
I hope-
crazy
I hope it
bro.
does.
Like,
I hope it does something lit. I
Like,
hope it does. I hope
really
it does
wanna
something
see
lit.
it bad. This is like one of the most hyped movies I've been for a while.
All right.
I hear that. And NBA champion.
NBA champion. Tough one.
Give me. Damn, this is tough. Give me the Celtics.
Celtics, I'm going to go with Jimmy Butler. He said Miami Heat. Miami Heat.
Is that? You
You
got
made me feel bad. For
And you
that.
call me a homer? Can't call nobody a homer. Can't call nobody a homer except Kraig, man. Yo, episode 6, that's a wrap. Much love. Shout out Codester, man. We miss you, bro.
Buddy.
Yo, my dog out there
Next
working,
episode.
doing his thing, dog. We appreciate Kraig. 305 holding it down. Follow my dog on IG, photographer, videographer, everything, man. Link my dog up.
Kraig.
Link my dog up. Yo, Tap in with us, episode 6.
305.
Link in bio, you heard.
ECG go crazy.
They little bit rocky, I'm ratchet. She running back for the day like an addict. I'm a big trapper, don't fuck with the plastic. But I got niggas with peace, they smacking. Look at my gang, you can tell we ain't average. We got the hoes on deck cause we have Triple G Wolfpack, you know that we trapping. You ain't got shooters, we know that you cap. Keep the chopper around, shy, don't play around. Real retarded, they gon' wet up a playground. Get a ducking when you hearin' the case on how you trapping. You ain't even got 1 pound. Live wire, bitch, I'm loving the gun sound. Hit the Raghi when I see the pack touchdown. Raghi a bitch, whole like say what now?